Good day. Yes, you're just in time to join us on today's session, Good Vibes, where we discuss a book a week, We look at motivational books in particular. And this week, we're looking at The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Dr. Stephen Covey. All right, and in this session, we are looking at the second habit, which is begin with the end in mind. Do follow our videos, do like, do subscribe, do press on the notification button so that you too receive more of the following videos, All right, and we definitely like to hear more of your experience reading The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Dr. Stephen Covey. All right, so imagine observing a funeral. That's how this section begins. Imagine observing a funeral procession and feeling the mournful hearts of people who cherish the deceased, Imagine carefully watching as the program unfolds. Imagining listening to the speakers speaking on behalf of the community and the friends and the family of the deceased. And imagine realizing that this was your funeral. Acknowledge how such is not a far-fetched reality or a far-fetched idea, and how it can easily change from imagination to reality just like that. Because life is predictably unpredictable. Apply your mind on what you would like the speakers to say about you at such a funeral. How do you want to be remembered? What legacy would you like to leave behind? Realize that how you conduct your life now and every day is what will determine how one day you too will be remembered. So act now, Make the choice now and live by it. Dr. Stephen Covey addresses some of the common factors that we make central to our decision making, central to every behavior that we do. Examples include our family, our spouses, church, our friends, ourselves, our possessions, our pleasure, and an interesting one he mentions is our enemies. Yes, our enemies. If the presence of your enemy directs you to making decisions which are not in line with your core values, or directs you to change your plans so you avoid them, then your enemy is central in your decision making. You don't want that. The best factor to make central in all of our decision making, every decision that we make, is to base it on our value-driven principles. Proactive people are people which are principle-centered. People that base their life on what is principle to their nature, to them. Principles are balanced. See, principles have been there from the beginning of time, right? They don't change, they're constant. Your understanding of them will change as you mature, as you grow, as you develop, as you acquire more and more knowledge in life, but they remain the same, They don't die, they don't change. And so if you align yourself to a principle, you have a better chance of receiving the kind of results you want with every decision that you make. There are positive consequences when we live by principles. And on the other hand, there are negative consequences when we do not live by our principles. The more we know of the correct principles, the wiser we become. So we want to be principle-centered people. We want to base our decisions on our principles and live by our principles all times. And here's the beauty now of our human brain. I love this section. We learn how the left brain is dominantly in charge. The left brain is dominantly in charge of logic and reasoning. And we learn how the right brain is dominantly in charge of imagination and creativity. Left brain, logical side, reasoning. Right brain, imaginative, creative side, visions, they come from the right brain. We also learned that leadership focuses on what the end goal is, the final destination, where you are headed. And management focuses on how to effectively reach the final destination. Now we're going to come back to that. I particularly am intrigued by how we can use our brain dominances to reshape our lives. Remember, left brain, logical, reasoning, right brain, imagination, creative side. We can use our right brain, our right brain to imagine what we truly want for our lives. And we can use our left brain to create practical, logical steps, strategies to ensure that we ultimately end at what that final destination is. So we can sit down and apply our minds at what we want to be the case in that funeral. What people should say. We want to envision that using our right brain, and then work back steps leading towards that and ensure that our right brain helps us to make those effective ways to reaching our goals. In fact, if we are to take a moment now to observe your life and decide what legacy you want to leave behind, someday behind. Then create your personal mission statement, what you are all about, what drives you, what motivates you, what should be central in your decision, that should be linked to the principles and your core values, and let it reflect all your values, everything that is all about you, and make it simple enough that you believe that you can achieve it. Sit down, if it is your personal mission statement, if you want to be all about educating people, for example, write that down. This is what you are all about. Make it clear to you, make it simple enough for you to believe that you can achieve it, Now, when you are making this, ask yourself these questions. What do you want to ultimately achieve in life? What purpose do you want to ultimately attain in life? And what is pivotal in your life's existence? What matters the most to you? See this, feel it, believe it, Before you even pursue it, you want to begin with the end in mind. You want to see the end before you even begin. That is the principle that we're learning in this section. Beginning with the end in mind is a leadership principle, and will set the difference, between a team of sailors who sail with united energy and effort and good spirit only to arrive at the wrong shore, versus the same team of sailors, the same level of expertise, the same knowledge that they have, except that now they have a leader. They have one who can decide what the final destination is. One who's able to direct and say, now we need to focus on our energy more towards the left. Or no, now we need to move towards the right. The person who will see the bigger vision in far sight. That is what leadership makes a difference. It makes a difference to have such in our lives. Leaders are able to see the end in far sight before it's even seen by managers. The leaders have already seen that this is where we need to go. This is what we need to change, in order to make things work. Managers receive direction from leaders and are consistent. They're disciplined. They're consistent in ensuring that steps are created, and effectively followed, implemented to ensuring that everyone arrives at the preconceived destination. That's why leaders and managers work hand in glove, and that good teamwork yields the best results. So proactive people, lastly, proactive people will use their right brain to envision their lives and their left brain to consistently work towards reaching the right destination, their life goals, So sit down. What goals do you have for yourself? You can reach them, believe them, see them, and work your way towards arriving at those goals. That is today's habit. That's what it is encouraging us to do. And yes, would love to hear your comments. What was your experience? What did you learn from this section? Do share your comments in the comment section below. Any questions? Any examples? How did it work? How did you apply? Did you apply this habit? And how is it working for you? Thank you so much for joining the session. We'll meet again in the next video where we'll be discussing the next habit. Thank you so much. Peace and see you next time.